Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. We're so glad that you're here. Welcome. We're so happy. Sorry, I was doing a little update for just a second, but we're so glad. Welcome to the Craft Hour here at Pinkfresh Studio. I'm your host, Jeff Lindberg. Be sure to have a little bit of fun with us by doing a couple of fun things like connecting with us, creating with us. We're going to be... It says that I'm silent. Let's see. Can't hear you. Okay. All right, now supposedly our sound is coming through. So I'm going to wait for just a second and make sure the sound is working. Heather says that I'm good. Let's make sure that you can hear me. Hello to Yanita. Hi, Kelsey Thomas. Nancy and John are here. Cindy is here. Of course, Gloria from Long Beach, California. Awesome. Hi, Kelsey. Hi, Karen. Okay, it sounds like we're good now. Third time's a charm. Welcome to the Craft Hour. I'm your host, Jeff Lindberg. It is so good to see each and every one of you here on another episode, turning along with season 6, and we're having a good time. I hope you checked out our last episode with CEO and owner Kinnery, and of course, Leah and Heather joined us. We had a fantastic conversation about the background of Pinkfresh Studio and its owner and leadership team. And we're going to head back to the maker side of this business. We're going to create and connect with you. So creating coming up first. Connect is the best way to do this. Housekeeping. Take a moment to share that you are watching the show on your favorite social platforms. It helps us do more on YouTube, and it enters you for a chance to win a gift card at the end of the show. Hi, Carol. So glad that you're here. Donna, thank you for the check-in about my audio. Hi, Salt Lake Renee. Hi, Renee. Glad you're here. Colleen from Colleen House Studio. Welcome. So, today we often want to surprise and delight you with people that you know and love, makers that are cherished friends of the show. And so today was no exception. We wanted to make sure we brought in our dear friend, designer, design team member for Pinkfresh Studio, as well as a good confidant and mentor of mine, Laura Bassen. Hi, Laura. Welcome to the show. We're glad that you're here. Oh, sideways one more time, so we'll get you to fix that. It flipped on us when we took you to the waiting room. There you go. Hi, friend. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Interrupting you right in the middle of your Saturday, like you don't have anything else going on, but you decided to be on the show with me. Welcome back. How are you on this Saturday?
It's nice to be here in the daylight. Last time I was on with you, it was nighttime in Germany.
Yes. The last couple of shows, I think you've done about 3 for us. You've always had to pivot on the time because you were in Germany and living in Germany, but bright, sunny, and here in the United States. Catch everybody up to speed. You're back here in the United States, right?
We are. We're in Illinois, and we're loving it. We got a dog. Since we moved back, we got a dog.
Yeah, the story has changed a lot. Hank has become his own social media hero.
Yeah.
We've loved watching you become a dog owner. Remind us, you were never really a dog owner growing up?
No, I had a cat, and we had a cat. And then we realized some of our kids were allergic. So we just spent years without any pets, and it was always a no because I didn't want anybody with itchy eyes.
Sure.
And then I don't know what happened, but our youngest Emma really wanted a dog for her birthday. And we always told her we can't, we have allergies. And I don't know what happened, but we ended up with a dog and there's no reaction. I'm telling you, it's like he was meant to be.
Oh, there's a big reaction. It's called your heart and your mind, and your family is a whole lot different because of that beautiful dog. It changes your life. And people, I'm sure there's cat owners and several, like we have probably some pig owners out there watching on replay. Animals make a difference in your life. They really do. You all know
they have like healing power.
They do. And frankly, one of my best friends, Amanda, always says, we quote unquote, she says, we don't deserve them. Even in their most poor judgment times, because they are animals, the other times make up for it. And our hearts don't deserve what they give us, which is,
I know.
For sure. So, hey, in the comments, why don't you tell us if you have a pet, cat, dog, what do you have? What are their names? We'll give a little shout out to your favorite pets. Connect in the comments. We, of course, are Team H around here. I have Hazel Harper. We have Hank. So that's the name of our dogs. What do you have? Cat wise, pet wise? We want to know. Monkey, yeah, if you have a monkey. Trisha's here, Patty's here, Marcy, Ricky Scott Morgan is here. Hey, take a time to share on your social platform. And if you're here for Laura, put an L in the comment. And if you have a question, mark it with a Q and we'll make sure that we get it answered. No matter what, we're glad that you're here. So I think we've explained on the show before that I always meet with the designers beforehand and we have the designer decide what to make. Well, Laura made another fabulous Laura Fedora creation. And unfortunately, I didn't get the item in time. So we're not going to be able to do what she designed, but we worked together and we thought, hey, it's the 12th. So we're close to Valentine's. People need Valentine's inspiration. So we decided to make a Valentine's Day card with a classic set today. So we're super excited to do that. It's going to be easy, part blending, but also iconic Laura, which I'm so excited about, and just a beautiful sprinkle of Pinkfresh Studio products. And if you want to check out what products we're using, our amazing moderator in the sky joining you today is Heather Hoffman, and she has refreshed the link. So take a break, refresh that browser, and you can see all the links that we're about to use today. So we're going to fumble along, right, Laura? I mean, we might go on different directions. I might not have the perfect color of paper that she has, but we just want to show you the diversity of using the set. So Miss Laura, what I'll do is I will mute you and take you off camera for a second and you can go to your desktop and we'll get to making and I'll bring it back in a minute. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Sounds good. Sending you to the waiting room. See you in a minute. Hey friends, welcome to the craft hour. You know, I love to get excited and start with all of you. Seek is here. Dee is here. Oh my gosh, two of my icons. Hello, ladies. Glad that you're here. Chris E. Hi, Laura. She says, I love you so much. I have two amazing dogs, Cooper and Dobby. Hi to both of them. Shay Creating is here. Rose Van C is here. And she's glad to have Laura in the Midwest, which is awesome. All right, let's see how Laura is doing on setting up her camera, and then we will get started. Almost there. And I will go down to my desktop and I will put it on me. Perfect. Laura, you just got to fix the orientation and then you'll be all set. All right, today we are using the Floral Envelope set. We're super excited about the options that this one creates, and we thought that it would make a perfect Valentine's Day set for everybody. We're going to be using the stencil as well as some pre-cut paper hearts. Hey, Laura, we just got to fix your orientation. You're sideways again. There you go. Perfect. Okay. You're back. Yep.
Okay.
All right, let's get to making. What do we need to do? We got to pull out some colors, right? We decided today
so first we're going to work
on hold.
Yeah, first we're going to work on the background. And you said you had a bunch left over from last time, and you know how I like to strip it up. So we're going to strip it up on the background.
Yeah, perfect.
And these are, I mean, any cardstock will do, but what we had left over was, this is Concord 9th cardstock.
Yeah, we love some Concord and 9th, good friends of the show, and provide great paper products that work well with Pinkfresh Studio products, which we're super excited about. And we pulled some Pinkfresh colors. What's our color palette? What are we working with today?
Well, you know me, I'm going to do rainbow whenever I can. But if you want to make it more Valentine's-y, you could just stick to warm tones. If you want to make it, you know, maybe more masculine, you could stick to cool tones. But I just, you know, sometimes you just got to do what makes you happy. Not sometimes, all the time. And it's rainbow for me. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so I have all these little strips and I just cut them with the paper trimmer. They're not all the same thickness. Some are thicker, some are thinner. It doesn't matter. So I have a panel of white cardstock here and I'm just going to use tape runner to, and you know, you can go on an angle. I'm going to go on an angle, or you could go this way, or you could go straight vertical, or you could go horizontal, whatever. Toot your flute. Not the whole panel, Jeff, just like in the middle.
Oh, I'm going a little crazy. Here, we'll do another one.
I'll start with yellow.
Are we using just this nice bright yellow? That's good.
Yeah, what is that, buttercup?
That's a buttercup.
Yes.
And you said you were okay with different size widths?
I like that different size widths. I prefer it. Yep. Got it.
And we're going corner to corner, my friend?
Well, you know what? I just started on an angle and then I just see what happens.
Okay.
What was I going to say?
Well, people love your rainbows. That's getting hot in the comments. Unita says, love the rainbows, Laura. She makes it look so easy every single time. I know that's why I love having Laura on the show. Jeannie says that she's going to do a rainbow. Love it. And Jackie says, I always love seeing Laura stripping it up. Yep, Laura will strip it up for us.
I do love to strip it up.
So tell us about your readjustment to the United States. You've talked to me before that you love some classic American things like McDonald's. You love
Yes.
a good cold Coca-Cola, a little French fry.
Yes.
You love your Chick-fil-A meal number one. We know this about you. What else are you adjusting to that you thought that you just forgot the convenience of? Is there anything?
Oh my gosh, you know, probably one of my most favorite things since coming back is, this is going to sound so silly, grocery pickup.
Oh, got it. And we didn't really have that really down pat back when you were here last, right?
No, because in Germany, I walked to Aldi every single day, except for Sunday. I walked and, you know, I got used to it and I enjoyed it. But I got to tell you, I mean, I do love the grocery pickup here.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about warm and cold. We want to keep cold on one side and we want to kind of keep warm on the other. Does that make the eye a little more pleased to?
Well, I just love to go in the spectrum order. I always refer to, like if you go on the Concord Nights website, they have their colors laid out and I just like the order that they use. And that's what I do. Now, if you get tape runner, sometimes I get extra. I use the adhesive eraser and it just takes it right off, cleans it up. If you get any extra. Okay, and then how are you doing? Oh, I see what you're doing. You're spacing it out.
Well, no, I just want to do that spectrum a little bit better. So I'm readjusting, which is the great thing about tape runner is that you have a minute to kind of play with it. I wanted to work through the rainbow order like you always ask us to do. And I was not quite pleased with where it was. So I'm fixing that real quick.
I just recently bought this little mini, you know, the mini cutter that Tim Holtz got?
Yep.
I just got one.
What had you been using, my friend?
I have the bigger one.
Okay.
He's everybody's probably over there right now seeing what his new distress color is.
Yeah, and I was telling Laura earlier, we're okay with that because we know that you're probably catching us on the replay as well, which is totally fine. Roy G. Biv, R orange. Oh, I wish I had a skinny orange. But I probably need to speed it up just a little bit or we're going to be stripping for way too long.
It's looking good what you got. It's looking good. It's already making me happy.
Good.
So how's your kitchen?
The kitchen is, oh my gosh, look at Laura's colors. Good gracious. Okay, I need to speed up a little bit. I'm having a blast, loving our kitchen. Dan is the cook of the family, and I think that he has a little pep in his step, which has been G green is next. Oh my gosh, Laura, I don't do rainbows as much as you do. He's got a little pep in his step when it comes to making, baking, and all of the above, which is good.
That's awesome.
Watching him get excited about stuff, which is.
You like the colors? What'd you do? Green? Did you do green?
Yeah, moving. Oh, should I not do green?
No, I was talking about your kitchen. Didn't you do green?
Oh yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, we did schoolhouse chalkboard green on the base and creams and whites at the top. So, Laura, I don't know why I'm so challenged by rainbow order today. We watch your videos and we should know rainbow order. You can move us along and I will catch up. I don't want to hold us up.
Okay, so now that we got our background, we can move on to the blending, which is I don't know which I like better, stripping or blending. I like stripping and blending, but today we're going to do a little bit of both. This is the Floral Envelope stencil set. You get 5 stencils in the set. There's also a coordinating stamp set that I'm not even going to use because I want to show you that you can do the stencil set without the stamp set. And one thing I love to do when I'm doing the stencils, I like to use my Misty. I saw, who I saw do this was, I mean, a lot of people have done this, but Carissa was the one who I saw do this, where you use your Misty to butt your cardstock, as long as you cut your cardstock big enough. And then every time you don't have to tape and stuff, you can just butt it into that corner. And anywho, that's what I'm doing. So for colors, am I going too fast, Jeff?
I am friends. I haven't done a show in a while, as you can tell, and I'm clearly a little bit behind and not doing the order that I really wanted to do.
It looks good though. It's looking good.
You're very sweet, but I'm not pleased. But I always love making the card again after the show. So are we leaving white space really quick? Can we go? Can I see yours one more time?
Yeah, where did mine go? Here it is. I mean,
thank you for all of the, oh, perfect. Thank you for all of the comments about my kitchen. That's very sweet of you all. I love it. I can't wait to show you, Laura, and I'm about to cut this. I promise I'm moving on. So bear with me for just a second. I will tell you that I always do a theme. If it's Valentine's, you got to put the Valentine's Day decor. And so on Valentine's Day, I'm going to show everybody what the house looks like with all of the Valentines. So I'm super excited about that.
gosh, you're so motivated. I haven't gotten any. I have Valentine's decorations, but I just haven't gotten them out. I don't got it together, Jeff.
Well, you have a little bit more family management that I have to deal with. I have to just feed a dog and call it a day. You, on the other hand, have to feed a family and, manage the 800 sports schedules and school schedules. And
I should mention my nails. I did this last night, the olive in June. This is the wild orchid because Kathy Zilski put that on. She's wearing wild orchid, but I did this last night and this is my problem. Look, I'm already chipping. I'm chipping. I don't know. I think I'm like a wild banshee. I just chip it. Yeah.
Did everybody catch Kathy Zilski and Laura's live as you unboxed your Olive and June products, which is great. Okay, here's my version of a rainbow. Sorry,
That's
friends,
perfect.
I'm a little bit behind. It doesn't look like a Laura, but it feels like a Laura, so we're gonna move on. All right, my friend, I need to get the Misty out. Is that where we are?
Yeah, get the full size.
Full size Misty on its way. It's out. We're breaking out the stencil sets.
You have a panel of white cardstock that is like almost the size of the stencil. Doesn't have to be perfect, but like big.
Okay, got that.
So like, what is it? I have it here. It's like 5 inches wide by about 6 inches tall.
5 by 6. Okay. Okay, that's not good. Oh my gosh, Laura, you guys, I have not done a show in a long time. They're not going to invite me back to do another show. I'm going to do just a classic panel. I'm going to do a classic panel today, friend. Okay. All right. What you got? We are
okay. So put your cardstock in your Misty. Yeah. Get your floral envelope stencil.
Okay.
Set. And then just slide that first stencil, number 1.
Perfect. To note it here in the corner. And the best part is we're cutting these out, right? So I mean, it's not like,
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so now for ink colors, the first 2 is the Sparkling Rose and Apricot.
Okay.
Just get both of those out and ready.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, I'm gonna start. Oh, you're using sponges?
I'm going to try sponges. Our friends at scrapbook.com sent me these. I'm going to give it a try. And then I have Simon Says Stamp for some of the raspberry, which is good. Okay. So
here's the thing when I'm doing the ink blending. I should tell you this right now. I start in the bottom right corner and you see how I'm going intensely here. And then I fade it up almost nothing up here, just on the right side. Just like that, like more intense in the corner and almost nothing the rest of the way.
Okay.
like this. Just boom, bada boom. And then I'll go in with the orange and I'll come over here, or the apricot, and I do the same thing. And I really want to overlap these two. It creates the most delicious combination of sparkling rose and apricot together. But you want that intense pop of vibrancy right at the corner, but then you want the soft subtleness fading at the top, and then you'll see when you take it off. It's delicious.
Awesome. Let me just give one more little orange apricot and then. Okay, awesome.
Okay, stencil number 2. Slap it in the corner.
And this is the one with the ribbon, right?
Yes, it should look like that.
Okay.
Same colors. Again, I'm doing the same thing. I really want that pop of vibrancy and then fade it lighter. But you definitely want it to be a little bit darker than what you did before. And then I just do a little pink on that ribbon too. But again, I like one corner of it to be brighter than the other. Just a personal preference. It's kind of what I do.
Okay. And are we coming in with apricot for this one too?
Yep, same colors.
Cute. Okay.
Okay, stencil number 3. Pop it in. And then again with the same colors, but now for the ribbon mostly, just a little light touch with that pink and orange. You don't need much. And then these little dots here are the center of those flowers. So I really want to pop. I want to punch. So I'm going to pull out this raspberry bliss just to get the centers of those flowers like really popping.
Here's that raspberry bliss. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. How's it going?
Good. I just needed to fix the ribbon real quick. Oh, to have that light blending talents of Laura Fedora. You've been trying to teach me for years how to just go light, but I can't seem to do it. All right, are we moving on to number 4?
Yep, we're on stencil number 4, and then now we're changing our ink colors to Ocean Breeze and Aquamarine.
All right, moving over to Ocean Breeze and Aquamarine. Perfect.
These are going to be our leaves.
Okay.
Okay, again, I kind of go a little bit darker in the base of the stem, fade it up a little bit lighter. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's very forgiving. That's what I love about these coordinating stencils and dyes. It's like so forgiving.
It makes you feel like a pro, right?
I know, doesn't it? Now for this one, I'm just using that Ocean Breeze. Just this whole thing is just Ocean Breeze.
Okay.
Then the last stencil, number 5, is the Aquamarine. Now for this one, I really go in pretty hot and heavy, like the whole thing. I want that gorgeous, intense detail.
Okay. So we're now on stencil 5 and we're switching over to Aquamarine.
Yep. Okay. So easy, so effortless.
So I see that Erica is here. I know Erica is not feeling well, so glad that Erica still made it. Patricia, glad that you're here. Sika, of course, still having fun with us. We love Sika joining us. And y'all are all having fun. Cheryl is here. Our favorite Brit, Cheryl. How are you? Glad you're here. Hoping to get Cheryl on the show one day. Cindy Condi, so glad that you're here as well. Marcy M. Don't forget, friends, if you have a question, hit us with a Q, and then our moderator in the sky, Heather, will make sure that I know about it. And then also, don't forget that we talk about other things. We don't just talk about crafting around here. So if you have something that you would like to share with us or ask Laura or myself, we're happy to answer for you. All right. So I feel like I am missing stencil number 4. I'm going to go back with stencil 4 and just hit it one more time with the ocean breeze real quick.
Okay, I'm using the coordinating dies to cut out that bouquet and that bow. I'll take this off camera, run it through my die cutting machine.
Okay. There we go.
So how is it at Disney, Jeff, when you're outside and out in the park and everything? Do you have to wear masks the whole time when you're outside?
Yeah, we are modifying that, and I love that our guests trust us to make some really good decisions. You know, our guests definitely tell us how they feel about our mask policies, and for the most part, we're seen as an industry leader, which is good. Outside, you're more than welcome to not wear your mask, and when you're eating. But anytime you're in an indoor queue or shopping, you just got to keep the mask on until we see some significant changes in the numbers, you know? Which
Yeah, right.
I think we all can see is kind of happening, which is good.
Right.
So really quick, let's see. Someone is asking for tips for ink blending. While I catch up with you, Laura, can you just remind people of some of the things you've shared with me in the past that you just want us to think about when it comes to the easy hand and the pressure that you're applying? And also, you've always talked about brushes, right?
Yes, I will tell you one thing. Like a brush that you've used a lot is going to give you the best results. Like a brand new brush is so moody and it can give you really splotchy results. I noticed though, like I'm starting to wear out my brushes. I can see that they're getting a little bit shorter on the corner where I usually put enough pressure, but I'm going to use this puppy until it literally dies, because these give, you can see they're really saturated. And I try my best to keep like designated, these are colors that I use the most. And so I really try to designate a brush so that you can get a true color. I love this stand. This was Gina K, but these brushes are Waffle Flower. I have so many different brands of brushes. I find they all work, you know, beautifully, but a well-seasoned brush is really the secret. Also starting very, very light and building up like the pressure of your hand. You need to start very, very light. Also, another thing that's so important is cardstock.
Okay.
And lately,
yeah, people have switched their allegiance. They've switched their allegiance, and you've talked about it a lot. Tell us a little bit about this choice you're making.
With the hammer mill?
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, first, the girls at Pinkfresh Studio were the ones who told me, because I was having trouble with hot foiling, and I was using my Nina Solar White, and they're like, just try some hammer mill, and you know, it's really cheap. And so I bought it. It's thinner, it's way smooth, and I bought a whole ream of it for like 20 bucks. And I find that I get great results with ink blending as well. So like for this, I used the hammer mill. This was just scrap, but I like the hammer mill because it's cheap. It gives great results with blending. Doesn't the stripes look good with the bouquet, Jeff?
Yeah, and I never would have been brave enough to try that, but I love it.
Yes. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to stamp the envelope from the Floral Envelope stamp set.
Okay.
And of course you could stamp it in black. I'm going to use, since I had it out, I'm going to use that Aqua or Ocean Breeze.
Angela Simpson is here, another talented designer. You can find her. Hey, Heather, are we still excited to share about our next virtual event, which features Angela and many others? Or has that stopped? Are we done selling that? But we're super excited about that. Carol loves the idea of you recommending the season brushes and how they help, as well as the hammer mill and how it's changed, and her thoughts about how she blends. And a lot of love for our friend Angela.
Oh, Angela is so talented. Oh my gosh, I love her style. She's Canadian, right?
Well, she's now a proud California resident.
Ah, that's right.
Did we do Ocean Breeze? What did you say we're doing here?
I did. I used Ocean Breeze, but you can use black too, either one.
Registration for our virtual event goes through tomorrow, so make sure you take a moment to realize that the kit is on the website about what you'll get, and amazing designers have signed up, and I believe they've booked me to host the virtual event, which I can't wait to say hi to everyone and kick off the show. You know I love hosting, so I was excited to do that. All right. So Laura, I was asking, you have made a living of being a designer, and so many companies partner with you. And that means that the UPS truck drops by your house a lot, which then means that you have got a lot of stuff piled up. And does it become overwhelming? Because as we talked about at the top of the show, I thought that I had a product that we were going to use today, and I didn't have it. And I really don't think that I got it, candidly. But it just made me beg the question, am I organized enough to do this? What have you learned about organization and keeping up? Can you, or is it just impossible?
You are asking the wrong person about organization. I told you before we started, I should show everybody what this room looks like, and they would just be very surprised of how disastrous it is. I mean, I got boxes all along the perimeter, and this is my dining room. And so I was telling my husband, and it feels cluttered in my brain. Like, I like things to be clean, and I like counters to be clean. I feel I think better, and I'm so cluttered, and I try, but the reality is, since this is my job, most of the time you're using a new release and you're moving on to the next new release, and it piles up. And some of the stuff I just love, you can't let go of it because you love it. And gosh, you just run out of room.
Yeah, I can imagine. So can we talk about this cute envelope? This thing is perfect for so many events through the year: birthdays, New Year's, new home, a gift card, a Starbucks thank you. And it's just a great diverse set, which is, it's so cute. And it's so cute because of what you can put inside of it, which is awesome.
Yeah, like you could slide this is a gift card. You could slide that in there. If you had something to hide that part there, you could put the gift card in there. You could put like some money, like tuck some money in there, or even, I was thinking a chocolate. If a chocolate, like a thin one, I'll get one. I got to show you. A
little thin chocolate. Perfect. The chocolate is never far behind Laura Bassen. She has it readily available. I believe that she adores, I'm just going to glue down some of these stripes real quick. I believe that she adores mint chocolate as well, if I'm remembering.
I had an idea. Look at this. You could tuck this in.
Cute.
Yeah. Anywho, what we're going to do is hearts, since it's Valentine's. So we have this shaker hearts. There's two. Going to use these small ones. I went ahead and cut 2 pieces of cardstock that was in our stripes, so it kind of ties together. And so we got a light pink and a darker pink. I went ahead and die cut those with the smaller heart, and we're going to tuck those in our envelope like that. But I want to stamp a sentiment on one of those hearts. I'm going to do that first. How are you doing?
I'm good. Are we doing a larger heart for the sentiment, or can it go on the small one? This goes on the
You
large
can do a larger or smaller. I'm using a smaller.
Oh, it will fit. Okay.
Okay, so this, what's it called? Floral Envelope has some great sentiments. I'm going to do that for you first. And I just kind of nestle it right in there like that. And I'm going to stick with the colors that we had out.
Okay.
I'm going to stamp it with Sparkling Rose. Might have to stamp it a couple times.
Friends of Dude Crafter is here. We have to do a hashtag Dudes Craft too. Andy Granick has entered the building. So
Oh,
glad
hi,
you're here, Andy. We've been rooting you on, brother. I know you've got a lot going on, and we're all thinking of you and knowing that we're sending you the best, my bud.
Yes. So there's a lot of additional sentiments. I'm doing the with love, but there's just because there's thanks a bunch, especially for you, sending you flowers. All of these can go well with the for you. And I'm just going to kind of nestle that right in there with the for you. I've got with love.
We have a question, and I didn't see who it was. Let me see if I can back up, about a creative block. What happens when you have a creative block? I didn't see who asked it. So that's something you have to do a lot. You have to come up with something that is uniquely Laura Fedora,
Yes.
but also represents the company that you are working for.
True.
What happens? Do you have to walk away sometimes?
Yes.
Do we always see the first thing, or do we see the second thing sometime?
Oh yes. Sometimes I make something and it's awful and I got to redo it. And then other times I just can't, like, for example, this weekend, my older daughter, Alex, who's at college playing soccer, she had another injury with her knee, and she came home and we had to go to the doctor and the MRI. And, you know, when something like that happens, I don't know if other people are like this, like if something happens, it just shuts down my creativity. Like I couldn't make a card to save my life when my heart and mind is somewhere else. It's just done. So in that case, you just got to know that, like, don't even try to beat a dead horse.
Yep.
Not going to work. Your just heart and your mind is elsewhere. And you just, you know, you got to just go watch Netflix.
Yeah. I think as creatives, we feel like we have to produce, and it creates a little bit of a challenge to what we think should be the outcome, you know?
Yes.
So we're gonna, what should I have cut this down to? Do I need to make this smaller? Because we're gonna make a matte.
Right. Okay. So my little panel here is 3 3/4 wide by 5 inches tall. But yes, this card making gig is creativity on demand.
So 3 3/4 wide, and what was the other?
5 inches tall.
Okay.
So you kind of just, I feel like sometimes with this, it's just like anything else. Your creative muscles, you get used to doing that on demand. And you know how to kind of strain those creative muscles. Like when I look at a product like this last night, I'm thinking, well, first thing I do is I go look at what the design team has created with it. I see what other people have made with it, and it just gets the mojo flowing. It gets ideas going. Sometimes I take maybe a layout that someone else did and I tweak the colors, add a rainbow, try to make it my own. So I'm very, very open to inspiration all the time. Like you got to be always looking at what other people are making and take from that. You know, I added foam tape on the back of my panel because dimension is life.
This is where we all put on our surprise face that you popped up that panel. Laura, do you I think I've asked you this on the show before, but it's bears repeating. At this point, what have you can just turn out the videos. What is it just a formula now? Like, what do? Do you get stressed about it? Is it just easier now? Is it like you watch TV after the voiceover and you can just edit it all together? Like, how does a video come together for you? You have to turn out so many.
Yes. Okay. I do have a system. First,
Okay.
I look, what I like to do is the day before, take a look at the product I'm going to be using. I like to just look at the product, look at what maybe other design team members have done with it. And then hopefully that's the day before. And what I do is I just stew on it. I stew
Okay.
on it for a day and I just think about what I could do. And then the next day I tape it with my iPhone. And then I go about, and then later that night, I'll sit on the couch while everybody's watching TV or hockey, and I'll edit the photos, edit the video. And then I have to go up in my bedroom and sit on my bed and I do the voiceover. So it's a process.
Okay.
But I would say the bulk of this is the stewing about what you're going to do.
I was wondering if it's gotten any easier though. Has it gotten easier over the years or?
Yes, I care less. I care less about what people think. I care less about, trying to look a certain way. I don't have to think about those things anymore. I feel like I'm confident in myself, that I'm not spending energy on insecurities like that.
Right.
Do we want to do embellishments, Jeff?
Yes, because we've got time, and I'm just catching up with you. So, did you dimensionalize where's the secondary dimension? Do we need it on the envelope or no? Was that
I did put foam tape on my envelope.
You did? Okay.
I did.
Little shout out to our friends at scrapbook.com who got tired of me and my foam. And so they sent a bunch of foam. And I will tell you that I will have to get used to having options, because I look up and they have made a foam for every single need you may have. So thanks to them.
What do you like? Do you have a go-to embellishment that you always go to?
Well, first of all, we love Pinkfresh ones.
Yes.
What I want to know is you have a good array of white and icy looking ones. The one that's on your right hand. Who is that? Where do you get that from?
Okay. Yes.
Is that Neat and Tangled? Who do you use for that?
These little sparkling sequins are just pretty pink posh.
Pretty pink.
But these little raindrops are little things from Lucy's cards.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I love these so much. And she also makes some like milky ones. They're moonstones and they're the same as these, but they're kind of like milky, and I just love them. But I will say they do add bulk, and they're like gonna poke through an envelope and stuff like that. But they're so pretty little drops. I use these probably most often, have for years, just the classic sparkling clear. I love the Pinkfresh Studio gold and silver. They also have like matte.
Yeah, Pinkfresh Studios given us a lot more options and introduced that gold and matte as well. Checking in with you in the home audience for just a second. We've got about 15 minutes left. You see, I am running a little bit further behind than the amazing Laura Fedora. Laura Bassen joins us for Craft Hour. Hope you're taking the time to share and comment. We love that you are on the feed with us. Cheryl's here. She says, Lisa K, don't try to create and force it. Go sit in your craft space, just cut some card bases, organize your space, and some of the older products will remember and bring you forward, which is great. Elizabeth says that she's missing card making. Well, Elizabeth, we've got some great products for you. You can jump in. And again, with stenciling, as we did earlier, super easy. Dee is loving our cards. Sharon is joining the embellishment conversation with rhinestone sequins and little buttons as one of her favorite embellishments and some of her favorite gems for Ricky Scott Morgan, which is awesome. All right, so really quick tips back for me, my tutor. When it comes to me, I have the backer here. I don't know if you can see really quick. Is that
Yes.
okay to have the tape there?
Yep, it's perfect.
And do I tuck the flower in first, or what did you do
No,
there?
don't tuck the flower in. We're tucking the hearts in.
Meaning, but how did you secure? What do I do first?
Yeah, I put a little bit of tape runner behind it.
Okay.
Little tape runner on the flower.
Okay.
I recently got this little triangle tray. You would think after 20 years I would have, but this right here is a game changer for me. This little triangle tray.
Yep,
Little
changes
triangle
everything. And it's a quick cleanup too, right?
So easy. I don't know what I've been doing. Like, what have I been doing with my life?
I love that envelope. I haven't made something with this envelope yet, but I love it. All right, so we're gonna tuck some hearts. Got to use the little ones though, I think. The big one's not gonna work.
You know what else I love about these Pinkfresh embellishments is the different sizes. I love that there's all the different sizes.
You've got to have options, right?
Yep. I have to be careful or this fingernail polish will like scuff my cardstock.
How does Kathy Zilski do it?
I don't know. What the heck? She needs to tell me her secret. And I put the clear coat on. I'm going to put a little bit of foam tape behind this heart just because I want it to like have a little more pop.
Yeah, I feel like this is very Pinkfresh, but also very Laura, what we're making today. That's the best part about having guest designers is that we don't ever lose you know what I mean?
Yes. Do you feel like you have found like your signature style?
I'm still getting there. I think that it's it comes from a great Carissa Wiley card, a good card from you, great products. I think one of my favorite tips that you shared was this compliment or this thought that it is totally okay to use the inspiration of the design team, and that
yes,
they're there to do that. They're there to. Can you hold that up one more time? I want to see how you did the ribbon, what your choice. Got it. Perfect. That there's no copyright, maybe that's the word I was looking for, that you don't feel like you're cheating the system at all, or feeling like you're what I think, in social media, it's called hat tip, HT, if you ever see that, a hat tip. In fact, I think it was Sika who is on with us today who taught me that. But hat tip is where you're not saying you went and found it on Twitter and you're posting it. It isn't your great inspirational quote that you found. You want to give a nod to the person who inspired you. And that's what I love about the craft industry, is that we all kind of drive a creation from everybody. We all kind of give each other inspiration. And Laura, one of the biggest compliments I would give you is, and I want you to do it so bad, is just Laura's color block picks. I would just love for you to just block out colors and just tell us what works, because you've got such a good eye for color,
Okay, maybe I should start doing that.
Yeah. So I will embellish, and then I think that I'll be caught up. Which ones did you use? A little gold? You think gold is what makes us pop on this one?
Any of it will work. I went back and forth between the silver and the gold. There's even the, what are these called? Champagne. You could do clear, anything.
Yeah, we're going to have to add this to the product list. We'll do that in just a few minutes. We've got the matte gold. We have silver. Let's see what I got out from Pinkfresh Studio. Oh, that sparkling champagne might be fun, catching the light of other. Let's do that. All right, friends, put in the comments, which ones would you like to see on my card? Would you like to see the Pinkfresh metallic pearls, which have sort of that, again, as Laura shared, a bunch of options as far as size. Would you like for me to go silver on mine with the matte silver? Or would you like to see me use the champagne that catches sort of the iridescence of all of it? I think I have their gold as well. I just got to find it. If not, we can use Studio Katya gold. I'm loving that gold. What should we use? Let's see. Let's see in the comments really quick. Laura, this is why you're good. You can churn out and you're waiting on me. You're like, okay, I'm done. We're done. We're game finished. Champagne. Everybody, silver. Silver is my fave. Metallic silver. You can do it, Jeff. Yes, Erica, you know, use the silver. I vote metallic silver. All right, we're going for silver. Metallic silver wins. So Heather will have to add metallic matte silver to the product list.
You know what I even thought about, what would be cool with this bow is instead of doing an ink blended bow, just take that die and die cut it with some metallic cardstock and do like a metallic bow.
Yeah, I will do that on the picture. So I will take you up on that. That will be my little signature flourish that you inspired me to do. Sound good?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, so you have the little triangle thing too. You have one of these?
Yeah. Game changer. I agree. And I also need to get a new tip for my little wand here too.
Yes. I'm always, every time I put an order in, I order a new one. I just recently ordered this purple one because I just have to have one on hand at all times. What kind of glue are you using?
Well, you also inspired that, and I will glue these down after the show, everybody, but I want to mess with them just a little bit more. So I'm going to move those around and play with them. I have fully moved over, even though my girl Gina K has amazing adhesive. It's the precision, Laura.
Yes, isn't it though?
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, friends, there's my beautiful card. It'll be finished and posted on Instagram. Let's use these last 8 minutes to talk to Laura on screen. So Laura, if you want to come back, I'll take you out and we'll get you in just a minute. Okay. So I'm going to put you in the waiting room and I'll see you in just a second. Oh, everybody, we're having such a good time with Laura Fedora, but the hour goes by super fast, doesn't it? Yeah, everybody said that I should have stuck with the silver. So I'm going to make that bow change in silver. And Jeannie, our friends over at Studio Katya provided our triangle trays for us today. And don't forget that our friends at Pinkfresh have an unbelievable storage system. Super easy to put them back and away and seal them right up, which is good. All right, let me get Miss Laura back from the waiting room and get her on camera so you can all say goodbye to her as well. Still working on it.
Oh, wait.
Beautiful outside Illinois, which is good. Audrey says you can also find them online, which is good. Angela, I agree. Very much a Laura Fedora card, which is good. There's Emma, the superstar in the background.
I'm trying to get Hank to say hi.
Oh, there he is. Hi, Hank the Tank.
Okay.
Oh, that's fantastic. Everybody, that's daughter Emma and Hank the Tank, the dog that they never thought they needed. Emma, thanks for the suggestion to get dogs in the house. I'm glad that you wanted one for your birthday, which was awesome. Make sure we give some thumbs up. Hank just got on the camera. We got to go from 78. We got to make 100. Before we go, can we get 100 likes? Hank the Tank came from upstairs, a restful situation. Yeah. Bailey sneaking by. We're pretending Bailey wasn't going by. There's her hand.
No, I don't want to say hi. Just say hi.
But Hank the Tank, get us to 100, everybody. Let's get 100. Let's get 100 thumbs up before we go. He is huge. He's grown so fast, Laura. That's crazy.
I know. I don't know what's going on. He's like a polar bear.
But that's okay.
Are you a bear? Are you a bear?
How did he like the snow? What happened with the snow?
Oh my gosh, he loves the snow. He'll just lay in the snow. And we live on a pond and it froze. And he
Okay.
goes and runs across the pond and it's crazy.
That's awesome. We got
Yeah.
109 likes just by Hank joining the thing, which is good. Thanks for getting us over. Everybody's saying thank you for our cards. Great. Any last minute questions? We've got 5 minutes on the clock for Miss Laura. Hazel Harper would make a premiere, but Dan went running with her. It's a gorgeous time, 72 degrees right now. So
Does she like to run? I lost you. Okay, you can take it now. No, I just... We lost Jeff.
all right, are we back?
Okay.
What is with
I
this
can hear you
microphone
now.
today? That's twice that it's had problems. Okay, friends, we are so good. We had a great time, and we are having another fantastic craft hour. Laura, family, Hank the Tank, thanks so much for joining us. Everybody, thanks so much. 137 likes in the comments. Be sure to share with us and your friends and family. Hey, we got to do a giveaway. Oh, we already did it. It's Sharon Field. Sharon, hey, oh my gosh, am I still, Laura, can you hear me okay? I think
I
we're
can
good.
hear
We're
you.
back. Yeah. Heather just said we're back. Sharon Field, you have a gift card to go out and spend and have fun with Pinkfresh Studio products. Maybe you'll be inspired to have a Valentine's created. You got to do it quick though, because it's two days from now. Today's the 12th, 13th.
Are
14th,
you ready
so.
for it, Jeff?
Oh yeah, I got a card. I got a Dan's card. I can tell you all because he's out running, but this is Pinkfresh as well. So got this one ready to go, which is good. He never comes up here, so it's not like he's gonna see, and I don't know if he would care that much. How about you? Are you ready to go?
Heck no. I'll figure that out on Monday.
That is a Monday problem to have. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for your time. We had fun. I hope that you had fun. Laura and I always enjoy your company, and we can't wait to see you next time on another craft hour. Laura, thanks for taking part of your Saturday to join us. I know everybody was excited to see you.
Thanks for having me. I had fun.
Cool. Have a great day, everybody. See you on the next craft hour. If you're watching on a replay, leave those comments. We want to know you were here. We'd love to talk to you. Have a great weekend, everybody. See you next time.